The first two goals.
Just trying to locate Kyle Martin. I can't quite see him. If anyone spots him, let me know where he is. He's
in the guts.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in the
guts.
midfield.
He's hiding behind Chuck Manson, who goes up against Johnny Wynn. Another centre clearance to Noble Park to start the second half. And Shane Allen at centre half forward takes a strong mark, wheels around on the left boot, ill-directed kick. In a bit of space is Cody, who stabs a rifle ball towards goal, but in the goal square, Ziggy Orwin, all on his own, takes a mark. He'll kick the first one in the second half for the Bulls. Cut the margin back just to 17 points, which would be almost in the realms of highway robbery for Noble Park.
But you just said it was Manson straight down to Martin, and Martin cleared it, and Alwyn's taken a good mark.
He has, and he's pumped that one straight onto the mountain highway. Big kick, big goal for Ziggy Orwin. He's kicked his second of this final. Noble Park 5-6-36. Norwood 8-5-53 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Gentlemen, we could have a game on our hands.
Exactly what the doctor ordered here for Noble Park. They've come out with intent, and they're not going to take this lying down. Now the challenge has been issued to Norwood. They've got to respond and respond as well as they did in the first quarter.
I think one of the issues is this clearance out of the middle, and Noble is certainly on top of them. I think the end of the last quarter, they were pretty good as well, weren't they?
The last 10 minutes, Chuck Manson was really having a big influence in the game.
Super, the centre clearances?
That's 7 out of the last 8, so that's since quarter time. So certainly Manson having a big impact, and he's had a couple himself, just kicks as well as his dominance in the ruck in terms of hit-outs.
Numbers are important, but when you can start telling those things with the naked eye watching a game of football, you know it's bad. And there's another one. Harper gets the handball to Anderson, whose kick inside forward 50 was looking for Orwin. He's bumped off the ball, good enough to get back to his feet, couldn't pick it up on the second attempt. Handball out to Ava, kick smothered. Boundary line looks like it's going to beat all comers, and that's exactly what it does. Eventually, no, still in somehow. So players scrapping and fighting. Dean Poynton on the bottom of the pack.
Well done there to Ziggy. He kept the ball in the forward line and he battled manfully to hold the Norwood defence right up.
Well, he's ended up with a free kick to Dean Poynton, who's come up from the bottom of the pack with the Sharon. All thanks to the umpire. Kick to centre wing, big pack. Ava couldn't take the mark. Manson, like a rugby player, just tries to form a way through. He gets the handball forward into some space. Rifle kick around the corner from Anderson inside 50. Push in the back. Free kick, Noble Park. Advantage paid. Ziggy Orwin's got 3. The Bulls are back in business. 11 points the margin here. Great start to the third term. Great start to the second half, Noble Park.
It's all on the back of the bald man in the middle.
Yeah.
He's taken the game apart by himself. He's a bit like the Shaquille O'Neal, isn't he?
Yes.
He does all the hard work, just don't give him the ball to kick. So, he's been fantastic today.
How was he there? Just Jonah Lomu style, just found a little bit of space, handballed the ball to nobody. Anderson ran onto it. Shane Allen dangerous again, but Ziggy Orwin in the right spot at the right time. Back in the middle now, Holmes picks it up. He's tackled by 2 Noble Park players. Clearing kick from Monaghan, only as far as Gibson. Wastes no time. He's got Rhett Jordan in a paddock of space on the wing. Rhett Jordan inside forward 50. There's a whistle. Free kick, Norwood. 20 metres out, straight in front. I think it's going the way of Johnson for a hold off the ball against Wright.
This might sound strange, Davo, but Norwood actually have to kick this goal because the momentum's all with Noble Park here.
The first time they managed to string together 2 consecutive goals in quick time. David Johnson, the recipient of a free kick, to peg it back. Gets a lot of air on the ball, but it's gone straight through the middle. Goal to Norwood, goal to Davy Johnson. Just what the doctor ordered for the Norsemen. They kick clear, 9-5-59, 6-6-42. We've seen 3 goals in 4 minutes early on in the third term.
That really hurts, Noble, because they've done all the hard work, and then, like you call it a cheap one where you just don't really know. We couldn't see what was happening.
Could have been there.
But I think Foggers will be disappointed because they've been trying to stop that transition work from defence of Norwood, and they just got it then. They got that outward kick again, and away they went. So he'd be disappointed with that, but they need to get the next one, get back into it.
Update thanks to the local Burger Co. Has kicked his second for Doncaster. The lead now stretching almost 10 goals, 59 points early in the third term.
Sharks doing what most of us expected them to do this afternoon. They have to be premiership favourites.
It's a real feeding frenzy down at Tormore, isn't it?
It certainly is. Manson gets the tap down. Nobody in particular. Ball's not going anywhere. Kyle Martin's wrapped up and we'll have another ball up. O'Sullivan is probably a bit stronger than Wynn, which is I think why they've gone with him against Manson. Clearing kick from the Bulls again. Kyle Martin running back with the flight of the ball. Cops one round the ears from Johnny Holmes, but takes a strong mark. Kick up to half forward to Alwyn. Got Ava on the mark. Not a lot of movement up forward, so just decides to go laterally. Plimmin. He's got Kemperman next to him. Calling for the handball, ignores that. Plimmin. Low ball in the direction of Dorr. Takes a mark, plays on straight away to Monaghan. He's got Allen on the lead. Couldn't quite get to him, but Allen on his left foot. Handballs. Gets it back again. Shane Allen in a bit of space. Left foot kick around the corner. Noble Park. Good build up. Good goal. Great finish. Shane Allen.
Yep.
Methodical.
They've listened to us. They put, unless Dorr has followed his man down, he's gone forward, which is good because he gives that another target.
Yep.
Alwyn's dangerous because he now becomes the third forward, and suddenly they've got a bit of potency about them in the Noble Park forward line.
All's well that ends well, but that decision to mark strongly and play on from Brett Dorr to, I think it was Monaghan who was standing still, for mine it leaves a bit to be desired. I think it's still poor decision making from Dorr, but it did all's well that ends well.
It is when it's in the forward line you can live with it. It's when it's in the back line that it probably can kill you.
Yeah, spot on. Johnny Holmes, first one on the footy. Jumped upon by Kyle Martin.
Hit out 6-1 and clearances 4-0 in favour of Noble, and they've also dominated the contested ball 10-3 thanks to Qtr3.
Soupy. O'Sullivan gets the tap, but it goes straight to Anderson. You got Allen in a one-on-one. Kyle Martin coming back with the flight of the ball. Couldn't take the mark. Picked up by DeClerc. Handball to Dixon. Dixon on the wing. Free kick.
Yeah, it's going to go to Kyle Martin here, I think.
No, it'll go
I think it's down the field.
It'll go against Kyle, I think.
No, it is going...
Oh,
Just trying to
no. Kyle,
no, the umpires are sorting it out.
Kyle Martin brought down...
No, it should be a free kick to Stewart up here.
Yeah, he brought down Gibson.
Yep.
Okay.
It is. So free kick going to Johnny Holmes, even though Stewart took the mark.
And I think...
Skipper of Norwood goes in the direction of Williams. He's got a one-on-one with Wright. And the ball over the back, and Matty Jessup read it
He's
beautifully.
given a free kick here, is
No,
it?
he hasn't. I think he's paid the mark. He's paid the mark to Matty Jessup. He was just in the right spot at the right time. It was definitely a free kick to Williams, but umpire let it go because Jessup took the mark. Had he not taken the mark, I think you'd find that the free kick would have been paid.
They're all over the place here on the bench, the Bulls bench. They've just made two interchanges and neither player knew exactly what they were doing.
So Jessup kicked the goal. Didn't he? Had a shot on goal in the first term from a mark in a similar spot. It's as good as directly in front, and he shouldn't miss it. And he doesn't. He sneaks it home, Matty Jessup. So they can't get within a kick here, Noble Park. 10-5-65 Norwood, 7-6-48 the Bulls. Back out to 17 points.
But I think as long as the game sort of goes and plays out this way, Noble Park are going to be a chance, Paul, because they're just, the game's opening up and both sides are going to go for broke here and try and break the game open.
Look, spot on. I mean, in cricket terms, you had 2 runs and 20 wickets to the score. In footy terms, you had 2 consecutive goals to the side that's trailing. All of a sudden, they're within a kick. So Noble Park definitely in the hunt. And while they're dominating around the stoppage like they are, I mean, you're not going to write them off.
And really, Norwood have kicked their last 2 goals through 2 undisciplined free kicks from Noble.
Yeah, look there, they certainly have. Allen is in the middle of the ground now. Keane, thrown off the ball. Bouncing footy. Holmes, handballs out wide to Chrysaratis, just handles it. Back to Holmes. He's running away, but right foot kick to half forward. McCubbin and Plimmin do battle. McCubbin lets the ball come to ground. Knocked off the ball by Cody. Plimmin. Back to Cody. Boundary line wins out. In fact, Jackson Sketcher, that was for Noble Park, my apologies. Out in front of the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 9 minutes gone here in the third term, widely known as the Premiership Quarter, of course. 10-5-65, played 7-6-48. A 17-point margin in favour of the Norwood Footy Club. Jumped out to a 4 or 5 goal lead early on and just have held on to it. Jordan out of the stoppage. Right foot kick around the corner, real directed. Marked by Mann. Goes wide to Kemperman. Of the Stewart variety. Umpire calls play on that. Wasn't 15, so runs around his opponent. Long left foot kick to half forward. No mark taken. Sketcher dragged off the footy. Dorr, boundary line throw in.
Williams and Kemperman have said it, say hello. to each other there.
And Robertson as well. It's game of finals footy. It's what you expect to see. Crowd liking it as well. O'Sullivan tapped down. Anderson overruns the footy. Picked up by Holmes. Opts not to kick. Handball's back. Jordan. Long right foot kick. 1-on-1 into the goal square. Stewart. One-handed mark. Held on to. Free kick. Umpire right in position A, and it was probably there, to be honest. Darren Stewart, he's already kicked a couple. It'll be another goal from a free kick if he puts it through. It'll be his third, and the margin will be back out to 23 points after Noble Park chopped it back to 11.
Davo, the captain, John Holmes, has been extremely important in the last 5 or 6 minutes. He's really got his side back on track.
As Stewart pops it over the goal umpire's head. Number 3 for him, number 11 for Norwood, back to 23 points.
Yeah, you know, for all of Noble Park's hard work, all of a sudden the lead's back out to 23 points, Davo, and now they find themselves climbing the hill again.
Yeah, it really hurts. As a coach, you just get so frustrated when the opposition are able to get those easy goals through undisciplined free kicks. So they've just got to keep working. They know that they can do it if they work hard. Made a big move here. They've taken the ruckman off, have they?
Yeah, I think Chuck's gone for a breather.
I see. Yeah, you're right. I think we've got to keep him on.
Manson's off.
Got to keep him on.
Yeah, because he can run out games. Maybe just give him 2 or 3 minutes. But Fake was good early. He just doesn't have the same physical presence. It's not going to stop him from getting a clearance. Martin, rifle kick towards Allen, bounces in front of him. Picked up for Norwood there by Calder. He just falls over. Allen goes again. Handball to Monaghan. Short kick to Martin. Just gone the required distance. Umpires paid the mark. Orwin's in a 1-on-1. Kick touched off the boot, so nice. Mark the door won't be paid. It will be paid. I thought I heard a touch off the boot, but Brett Dorr, strong mark, front position, 40 metres out, probably just on the slight angle, as good as directly in front of
He's got to clunk this goal, and the thing is, he's going back, and you know, he looks like he's in a hurry. I think he should just go back and take his time a bit more.
Suit his left stick. See how he goes here. Brett Dorr to cut the margin back to 17 points. He's been hovering around that mark all day. Very close to the man on the mark. He pushes it way left. One behind, 7-7-49, plays 11-5-71.
They really needed that one. That was a disappointing miss because he really did have an opportunity to kick that goal.
He's had one of those almost days, Brett Dorr.
Wilson goes short. He was looking out there for the direction of Poynton. Kyle Martin, he's filthy that the free kick's being given to Dean Poynton.
It was a 1-on-3. Poynton got a fairly soft free kick, and the 2 Noble Park boys were by themselves.
Well, his kick went wide, and it might have stayed just inside. And a solid mark taken there by Darren Stewart. 3 goals this afternoon.
Oh, and
Andrew Ryder was right on it.
The bench aren't happy about that. The Noble bench, they thought that was out of bounds on the full.
It looked that way. Comes out, bounces towards Monaghan, had a little bit of time in an underhand ball to Keane, who kept the ball alive on the right boot. Got dumped after he kicked it up towards the Martin direction at the fall. The ball called is in there, who copped one from Elwyn. The umpire said play on. Hard finals football. Poynton wrapped up, and we'll have a bounce just inside the centre square.
That was great. Great from both clubs, and that was really tough, hard, eyes on the footy all the time.
Fake over the back will give that one to him. Soupy Poynton brought to ground by Harper. And we'll have another bounce. It's about 60 metres out from Noble Park's goals. Hope the boys are enjoying the sandwiches. It's hard work. Throws it up, Fake. Comes out wide. Jordan had the front spot, and a little give handball was an absolute ripper one to Poynton, who handballed it to himself in the end. He had a little bit of time, got the handball away to Win, who just arched the back and then kicked the ball inside forward 50. It was a bit of a floater in the end. It could have worked out okay there for Stewart. Over the back there is Wilson for Noble Park, trying to get in there. Also is McCormick. Pius says play on, releasing himself there. Jake Wilson eventually brought to ground. Good umpiring, and we'll have a bounce about 45 metres out from goal.
I really like the work of Williams at the moment in the forward line. He's really putting a lot of good pressure on, and he's getting them all fired up, which is great.
Johnson, well, he was the 3rd man up. He won the knockout. Wynn was in there, quickly wrapped up by Fake and Harper, and we'll have a bounce. 45 metres out from Norwood's goal, 71-49 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, halfway through the premiership quarter. High throws it up, Win. Nice little knockdown. Martin had probably more time than what he thought, so he kicked it into the middle where Gibson was the first player to meet it, but he left it though, pointing in the end. Handball backwards, that's okay. He was looped up there for Calder, who wanted to go on. Martin had him wrapped up nicely. The Noble Park faithful, well, they're getting into this game. I brought the bull ring to Bayswater Oval today. Great crowd in attendance out here. Magnificent venue, and we have the best seats in the house. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast on 98.1 Radio Eastern and streaming live around the globe, efl.org.au. Keep the scores coming in on Twitter, @FootyEFL. Manson got the knockdown that time. Streaming out there was Cody on the left boot. Got about 20 metres or so, but Qtr3 was there to mop up for the Norseman. Went one way, then the other, then speared a pass up towards the half-forward line where Declan couldn't quite pull it down. Manson, he released Robertson, who had a looping handball. It was a dangerous one, but Anderson was on the end of it. Can they create the switch here? The Bulls, the kick goes in towards the middle. Was looking for Martin, but he fell over at the crucial stage. At the back there is Gibson on the right boot. He'll send it out wide, looking for the Dixon direction. Will it sit up for him? It does. He has one bounce. He's about 70 metres out from goal. He'll kick towards the Stewart direction. Fly over the back there by Man. Created the spoil, and now Sketcher will be able to relieve for the Bulls. Kick into the middle of the ground was okay. Dorr got the handball away, and now they're in a bit of trouble. Robertson got brought to ground. I think it was even Tim Kelly that time. Stewie Hill comes in over the ball, almost copped one eye from Anderson. The umpire saw it. Well, it was a little bit unlucky, but it was certainly their point and goes out wide. Qtr3. Now the Norsemen have a chance to go forward. Neat passes on, and a good one too. Matty McCormick comes out, takes a strong mark about 45 metres out from goal.
Game's really hot here at the moment, and it's right up for grabs, but Norwood at the moment just seem to have a little bit more poise going into the forward line. McCormick lining up for a big 29-point lead. And
so he comes in now to stretch the lead to 28. It's a sausage roll, but it's a straight sausage roll. That's his second goal on the board. 17 minutes gone now in this third term, and Norwood get their nice safety buffer breathing space out 77-49 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Noble have thrown absolutely everything at them, and Norwood are able to come up with the answers each and every time. So again, it's just been a little bit of their clinical work with their feet has been much better. They're lowering their eyes inside 50, making sure they hit those short targets, and then they've just got a little bit more potent forward line at the moment.
Disappointing, because the margin was back to 11 points.
Yeah.
And Noble Park, they'd be spewing because they did all the hard work, and Orman kicked his third to get it back to that kick-and-a-half goal margin. But Norwood just starting to gain more control. Jordan out to McCormick at half forward, couldn't take the mark. Jordan roves that ball though. Free kick, Noble Park too high.
no, that was there.
Yeah, in the centre of the ground, going the way of Harper. Drops his kick out wide. Sketcher. Almost played on, but stopped and went to Kemperman. Takes a mark, plays on straight away. Left foot kick to centre half forward, almost like he was aiming for Gibson of Norwood on the lead, who had a 2-metre drop on his opponent, but still opted to spoil. Punches it out of bounds on the far side. Bayswater Road. Here at Bayswater Oval, the home of finals of the Eastern Football League. Manson is back onto the ground. He gets the tap down through the legs of McCubbin, who's been quiet since quarter time. Martin, low stabbing ball to Shane Allen. He's already kicked 3 himself, Shane Allen. Doesn't have a shot. He goes big, strong lead from Fake, but even stronger punch from Matty Ava, who was with him all the way. Thumps it over the boundary line. Not sure why. He, fresh off 7 last week. He's a goal kicker. Is Shane Allen. He's kicked 55 for the year. He should have just turned around and tried to put that one through.
Martin with 6 kicks this quarter.
He's come back into the game. 58 for the year because of his 3 today. Thanks, BWS, for pointing that out. Martin again. And that stoppage brought down in a tackle.
Once again, Norwood have gone back to that gang tackle mentality, and it's really holding Noble Park right up in going into their forward line.
Need something here, the Bulls. Something's got to give for them. If they can fight back with another 2 before 3/4 time, just seems that every time they've dragged themselves back into it, Norwood have gone the old 1-2 punch. Gain control again. Fake and win. Fake gets the tap down. Holmes tries to burrow his way through. Nothing doing. Ball's in half forward for the Bulls. Trail by 28 points. 20 minutes gone here, just ticked into time on in the third term. Fake gets the tap. Not a lot of space for the midfielders. Boundary line again, another stoppage.
I think Noble have been their own worst enemy this quarter. They worked hard, gave away silly free kicks, had that chance at a goal and went to a poor choice again in forward. And I know Cole Martin was very disappointed with that choice.
Fake taps it over the back. Monahan tries to burst his way through. Ball towards goal. Ava fumbles. Ball out of bounds next to the behind post in the right forward pocket.
They need a goal out of this forward foray here, Noble Park.
Yeah, we can cut the margin back to something like 15 points at three-quarter time. They're definitely within the running. Win. Anderson to Kemperman. Tackled. Great tackle there by Lockie Dixon. Stewie Kemperman.
You didn't do year 12 maths, did you?
No, why?
Cut the margin back to 15 points. It's 28.
I said they can get it around 15 points. 2 goals won, they get it back to 15 points. Another stoppage inside 50.
A+.
Around the grounds, thanks to the local Burger Co. Croydon still scoreless. 72 points the margin out at Tormore Reserve in Baronia. The other game going on over at Walker Park, 23 minutes played, third term. Kilsyth lead by their biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And Mitcham still leading, this was back at the 13-minute mark, 6-7 to 4-5 over Templestowe.
The ball's made its way to the half-back flank. Mark taken by...
Haven't scored.
No, not in the third term. I think they've definitely scored Croydon.
2 points.
2 points. Haven't kicked a goal. There you go.
Correct.
Manson taps down to Monahan. Ball just eludes him. Poynton gives the ball straight back though and then jumps onto the back of Sam Monahan of Noble Park, drives him into the turf. So good pressure by the men they call fingers, one of Brad Henderson's favourite, Dean Poynton.
Pye throws it up. Manson knocked down Poynton. Speak of the devil, got a little handball out and now it's in the arms of Wilson. He goes backwards. Norwood, can they get a bit of a switch on here? Kick goes in towards the middle of the ground. This is working out okay. Inside forward 50. Williams had to take it on the first bite, but he couldn't, so Peaver right picks it up and just popped it up towards the Monahan direction. So it was a good kick in the end. Sam Monahan.
It's the next disposal. It's the most important.
Well, he wanted a shorter option, so Daniel Keeley presented that. He's in the square and now he'll go out wide towards the Anderson direction. Has to take it on the bounce. Has to take on his opponent in Murphy Ambrose and over she goes for a boundary throw in.
I think Alwyn's off the ground. I think he's injured. I think he got hurt in that contest where the two players went pretty hard at it. He's come off with a, looked like a shoulder injury and he hasn't reappeared.
Well, expect to see Damo moving pretty soon as Kemperman drives the ball forward and it was a good kick too. Bergen Fake comes out and takes the mark about 20 metres out from goal. 45-degree angle, but you think the big man would go back and put this through.
Once again, big Chucky Manson in the ruck. Did all the hard work, got the tap out. Fake shooting for goal again.
Hit-outs 22-8 in the third quarter in favour of Noble Park. Clearances 12-8.
Next to choose tap, Yarra Valley Water.
They're sucking in the big ones, Noble, when they're coming off. They've really given everything this quarter.
Stewie Kemperman has moved to half forward. It's been a good move by the coaching staff.
To reduce the margin to 22 points. It's a good one. Well, he helicoptered it all the way home, but it ended up going straight through the middle. Bergenfake gets his first goal for the afternoon. Noble Park, well, they get their eighth on the Bendigo back scoreboard. 8-7-55. It's now back to 22, 12-5, 77.
Just one goal, one away from that magical 15-point mark.
And how magical it is.
If you're right, you can have the extra burger.
I'm not going to line it off, don't worry. Speaking of burgers,
from
send an
Tormore
express
Reserve
base.
in Thompson's kicked 3 goals in 5 minutes. Doncaster are really putting their foot down. Margin close to 80 points now.
Free kick straight out of the ruck contest. The Bronx cheers from the Noble Park brethren. It's going to Anderson, the skipper. Craig Anderson, long kick to half forward. Strong bar coming out there by Cody of the Luke variety. Short in the pocket. He's got Allen. He's got some space. Shane Allen turns around, wheels around on the left boot. Long kick towards goal. Is it on to hold its line? It's not. Lands in the goal square. Fake. Couldn't take the mark. Oh, I thought the umpire was going to pay it, and now all of a sudden Norwood are at half back. Ford, right foot kick over the top. McCubbin
A bit stiff there. I
Yeah.
thought that
yeah.
looked like a fairly good grab.
Yep.
Thought he had more than enough of that big Vergam fake. One of those players where you have to use his whole name, not just the surname.
Clearly.
Kick, kick from McCubbin, clears the pack, picked up by Robinson, handball to Manson, gets around Holmes, gives him the old don't argue, Chucky Manson, right foot kick to absolutely nobody. Stewart, cops one high, no free kick. Allen, Wilson, ball up, that's crossed down boundary side, thanks to Life Care, Damien Watson.
On the Noble Park bench, Ziggy Olwen was being consulted too with Coach Mick Fogarty. His arm is in a sling and he's got the jacket on, so I don't think he'll be taking further part in the game at the moment.
We'll keep close eyes at three-quarter time. Damo as a kick up towards the half-forward line now. Went in towards the Harper direction. Cruzaradis knocked it back towards Stewie Hill, who kept his eye on the football. Door came charging through, trying to get rid of the football, give his side another chance just outside the arc. 77 plays 55, Noble Park. They're trailing by 22 points, but it's in their forward line. Pye throws it up, knocked down that time there by O'Sullivan over Manson. Ball hits the deck and we'll have a restart.
Just freezing, isn't it? Perfect day for footy.
26-minute mark of this third term. Nicely done, O'Sullivan. Bangs it on the boot in towards the middle of the ground. Will it bounce favourably for Dixon? Over the top there was Jared Plimmin, who just couldn't get boot to ball in time. Pye says, give it to me. So almost in the true centre position of Bayswater Oval. Cody's in there, the Trent variety. Tim Kelly as well, trying to barge his way through a...
You know, it does sound silly, but if they kick another goal, Noble, they are a real chance in this last quarter because they have worked really hard this quarter with very little reward for all their hard work.
Well, here's their chance now. Manson kicked it inside forward 50. Hill, little handball over the top. That was okay. It was taken by Newman, who got ducked in the end. And he's been, that's the definition of being pants.
Look, that's a stiff decision, I think, because the tackle didn't really stick and it got the handball away.
Kemperman could nearly have a shot from here, but why would you bother when you can go to a Shane Allen lead when he had a bit of space in front of him? He'll have a shot on goal, 40 metres out.
There might be a bit of poetic justice in that one because of Fake not getting that mark before, I reckon.
I think you'd probably take a mark in the goal square over a 45 on the wrong side
I suppose.
kick. But look, he's got a chance and he has kicked well today.
If the footy gods are really smiling upon them, Brash, he'll put this one straight through the middle.
Three goals for the afternoon. He's kicked 58 for the year. On the siren, can he put this one home? What an absolute cracker. And if that isn't going to fire up your side, there's nothing that will. Noble Park on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard at three-quarter time. They move to 9 goals, 761. They're trailing by 16 points. It's back to within 3 goals out here at Bayswater Oval. Norwood are 12 goals, 577.
Yeah, look, as I said, I got a funny feeling that Noble are actually playing the better football at the moment. The 3 goals that Norwood kicked were all from free kicks, 2 of them downfield. And they have just worked so hard, Noble Park, that quarter to stop the run. They worked hard in the middle. They got very aggressive around the ground. There was lots of little niggles and spot fires everywhere. And I think that's what they're going to go in with this quarter. They're going to go in with a little bit of belief. And this game is still up for grabs.
They've got the momentum. Multiple goal kickers on the ground. 3 to Lee Williams and Darren Stewart for Norwood. 2 to Matty McCormack. And for the Bulls, Shane Allen's got 4. Ziggy Orwan's got 3, but his arm's in a sling. No further part in this one. Ziggy Orwan from Noble Park. 7-8 points to margin here, three-quarter time. We're listening to 98.1 FM Radio Eastern, the home of the Eastern Football League.